Hi there. I still do not know how to do intros, and I don't even know if this is going to see the light of day, but I still want to try to record it because I feel the desire to make something again, you know? To record something, to make something. I figured I would play Skate 3 because I can usually be pretty brainless about it. Keyword usually. But I just wanted to talk, and I don't know what I'm gonna end up going into, but I keep going through this cycle, and I don't like it, and I don't know if it will ever end, and I don't know if there's a way to truly get past it. I've talked about this with friends, with, well, even my therapist, and basically it's in regards to, I guess, any type of content creation online, and I do not like using that word. What I usually just say is, making YouTube videos or streaming on Twitch, because I haven't streamed anywhere else. I've been doing that type of thing since I was a little kid, off and on. I started probably, gosh, maybe even, I want to say as early as when I was like 11 years old. Still, this is the same YouTube channel that I've had all those years. This is my first YouTube channel. I've made multiple, but this is the first, account, and my main account, my main channel. And this channel, I don't even know if I want to say this. The name at first was TechWiz229 when I was like freaking 11, 12, 13, somewhere in there. So yeah, I've been doing stuff like this for a while. And, I don't know why I started wanting to make videos and live streaming, right? I try to bring that how it was at the start back whenever I feel this way. But the truth is, I don't know why I started to do it, It was just like this cool thing that I thought was really neat, so I started doing it. And I don't even remember what I wanted out of it when I was a little kid. Like, I don't know if I wanted it to be like a job someday or what, but I just thought it was this fascinating thing. And at least I recall not really even, caring about where it went, what happened, I was just doing stuff and having fun. And that was that. Trying to think when I first started streaming. I think it might have technically been around the same time, but it was like I had this absolutely awful computer, this laptop, and I'm pretty sure my first ever stream was more of like a test stream, but it was me trying to stream Minecraft. I remember that much. And I could barely get the stream to work because the laptop was so awful. I was streaming at like this insanely low resolution, and obviously nobody came there. I don't know how long I was even live for. I was on Twitch, and I've only had one Twitch account, so, my current Twitch account is the same one that I've had all those years. It was just under a different name. I think my first, like, legitimate live stream was when I was playing Modern Warfare 2 on PC, and I was one of those kids who was really into mods. The questionable types of mods, like the mod menus and stuff. There was this thing called Liberation for Modern Warfare 2, and I'm sure that if anybody, at least some people who played Modern Warfare 2 back then, have to remember this because it was so easy to use, and it was a lot of fun. But what I was doing technically counted as cheating. So yeah, I was like a live stream, just me using a mod menu and inviting people, it was on Steam, whatever. So yeah, that my first live stream, I think I peaked at like 14 viewers or something like that, and chat was going pretty strong and all that. But I also got banned on that stream, and I think that was my first real stream. At least that's the first one I can remember. Because I'm like, this is what I want to do. Mods are so much fun, and I've been wanting to stream. So, and I believe that was also on the trash laptop, the same really bad laptop. So when I got unbanned from that, it was probably like a 3-day, man, something like the small ones, a week at max. I don't actually remember. Essentially, I was doing kind of the same thing after that, but stuff that was actually like allowed. So I was in private matches. And I think that's when I started to maybe get into like trick shotting. So I was like trick shotting on bots, and it was with MW2 Liberation still. So I could use, I think I was using one of the mod menus built specifically for trick shotting. Probably, I think they were made for faking clips, but that's not what I did, obviously. Like, you could tell it was a bot. I set it up, and it was really close, but like, I still couldn't hit jack diddly squat. But I had fun with it, and I think I had a few people there every now and then. And over the years, I would stream off and on. At that point, I still didn't really care about numbers, if I recall correctly. I'm actually trying to remember because it's kind of hazy, because I'm remembering bits and pieces from when I was a kid streaming and stuff. And I don't know if this is true or if it's just me, looking for more ways to be mean to myself. But I'm remembering my streams being, better and more consistent and more people there back then. Either that or I didn't care. So that's what I remember, is just people chatting, like when they did, and not the quiet times. But yeah, regardless, I was into trick shotting for a long time. I mean, I technically still am. Like, every year I'll get this nostalgia kick and want to get back on the old Call of Duties, but I've been trying to, like, not play COD because that's a whole other thing. I've just been sitting here for a few minutes now trying to put this all in order, because I'm kind of having trouble remembering the order of everything, and I don't remember when I started to become more self-conscious about, numbers, viewership, and all that. But I think how it works in my head, which a lot of the things that, like, my thought processes, it's not the reality of things, but something I've been saying for a while is that facts kind of don't care about my feelings. I think kind of how it works in my head is, the longer you do something, the more results you should get, the better you should get at it. I think in ways I've definitely improved, but it would always go in this cycle of, like, I would do streaming for a while, especially in recent years, is like, I'll stream for a while, maybe even be a little consistent. But what I used to think is that because I used to stream a lot when I was, like, really into it, I thought I would do it too much, get bored of it, and then burn out, take a long break. But really, like, even back when I tried to implement a schedule of twice a week, I think it was twice a week, like Monday and Friday, was it? Something like that. Yeah, it was twice a week. I think it was Monday and Friday. I don't even remember anymore because it's been so long. Or maybe I just don't want to remember these things. That's a very real possibility. But even then, I was burning out, and I'm just like, I don't understand. I'm doing this a fraction of the time that I used to. And the thing with that is I was also limiting myself to a hard cap of 3 hours per stream. Because I'm like, I am not going to burn out. I refuse to burn out. The feeling sucks. And I always feel awful about myself when doing it. And I feel like an absolute failure. Even though, objectively, I'm not. But again, I need to remind you the thing I say. My feelings kind of don't care about facts sometimes. So it's just how my brain works. So keep that in mind through all this. But yeah, I would feel like an absolute failure when I would have to take these long breaks and just get bored of streaming and all that. By extension, that happens with YouTube as well. Even with the relatively easy videos I make. And again, I think even saying that is another way of me just being mean to myself, because all videos take effort, right? But I can't help but compare myself to people. Even my friends, they make videos that are miles better than mine. But to be kind of fair to myself, all videos take effort, all streams take effort, as much as I try to downplay it. So yeah, even with doing it relatively little, I was still burning out and feeling like a failure when I did that. And multiple times when these waves of, I guess, burning out come on, especially for streaming, right? Because YouTube has never been as important to me. The stakes have never been that high. For Twitch, it has really felt like, you know, when this burnout happens every time for a while, it has really felt like this is it. I failed. Streaming isn't for me, you know. That time of my life is over. What have you? A slew of things and thoughts. But then I eventually realized it's like I go back to it every time, and I haven't failed at anything. I'm just taking an extended break. I'm not quitting. It's not like I'm quitting and starting again. I've never quit. I'm taking long breaks. And that started to help a bit, but then a lot of you here know about what happened. And when I talk about this, it's going to sound like a bad thing. And I want to clear this up right away. I really hope nobody takes this as me being ungrateful, because it was really cool. But, you know, my brain has kind of completely ruined this and turned it into a negative thing. So, what was his name? Justin Schmidt, I think. I know he's not going to see this. He's a huge freaking TikToker. I don't know what else he does. I think his main thing is TikTok. But thank you again for what you did. But with that out of the way, I'm just going to kind of try to go in unhinged mode and not explain myself like, oh, don't take me as ungrateful, you know. I just got to get this thought process laid down. So like the cycles of burning out keep happening and whatever. And I believe this was a while after I started to implement an actual schedule and like the hard cap of 3 hours per stream, that he comes in my stream, and I didn't know who he was. He was just like, he chatted a little bit, I think, at first, and then if you guys have seen the video, out of nowhere, he just donated $50 to me, and I thought that was really freaking cool. Out of nowhere. I was playing Minecraft that night, and a funny thing is, I don't play Minecraft super regularly anymore. It's kind of like everything else in my life, where I'll get really into it for a while, and then just fall off. And it was one of those times where I was just happened to be into it, and I don't stream it. I stream it even less than I play it. I'll put it that way. So the fact that I was caught, I say it like it was a bad thing, but the fact I was caught streaming Minecraft, of all things, this particular night, like the coincidence is just insane. Yeah, he donates $50 to me. That was really freaking cool. Still, I think like that's nuts. Like, you just see me and then you do that. Like, I know it was for a video, but none of that was fake. Like, it just happened and he got my real reaction. But I didn't even know what was about to come next. So he kind of asked like how long I'll be streaming and whatever. But basically, you know, he uploaded the first TikTok, and I didn't know because I'm not on TikTok. I don't use TikTok. And some hours later, a ton of people start coming into my chat. Like, a lot of people and a lot of followers. And he also recorded that and uploaded it. Yeah, the next... How long was it actually? It might have been, the peak of it might have been as short as a week. I don't actually remember. And now that I'm thinking about it, I definitely did stream off schedule in the coming days because of all this happening. Tons of people came to my stream, and then, like, I don't remember how I found out about this TikTok, but like it exploded, man. And he uploaded it on every platform where shorts are a thing. YouTube, which is a huge source of where people came from, actually, is the YouTube short. Instagram, Facebook, what else? What else has shorts? Freaking, I don't even know. But it was everywhere. It still is up. And I got an absolute flood of follows and YouTube subscribers. Right now, I think before that, I was at like 1,000 followers on Twitch. And I don't care about follow numbers. They don't correlate to anything. At least they haven't historically with me. So it's like, yes, I'm grateful that people take the time to do that. But the actual count doesn't mean anything. Before that, I was at like maybe 1,300 followers, and now I'm at 13,000, I think, right now. And it's been, what, I think almost 3 years now, actually. That might have happened in 2021. That sounds about right. Yeah, and on YouTube, I was at 150, 300 subs. Now I'm, I think, at like 1.6K or something, which is nuts. Like, the YouTube subs were the most surprising thing to me, for sure. But yeah, these were Minecraft videos. And anybody who's still around knows that I'm not a Minecraft YouTuber, a Minecraft streamer. Heck, I barely even make videos. Well, I never make gaming videos, and I barely ever stream games anymore. Well, I barely ever stream anymore, but bear with me. When I do stream, I barely ever stream games, right? So it's like all these, what I'm going to assume are kids because they act like kids, just coming around like, do gaming videos, where's Minecraft, whatever. There was a lot of really sweet people who came in. Don't get me wrong, but there was a lot of kids just asking for gaming videos and asking for Minecraft and whatever. But like, you know, the influx of people being so kind was amazing. And when this happened, even at very first, I'm just like, okay, I need to brace myself for when this dies down, because it is going to die down. And that's all I knew. I'm like, I didn't know if it was going to go back to normal, back to zero, what have you. But I'm like, this is going to die down. You need to prepare yourself for this. And really that happened after, heck, this might have been the next day after this happened. It was a Saturday, and I decided to stream off schedule because I was doing Mondays and Fridays. But, you know, there was so many people following, and I really got to experience how it feels to be a bigger streamer for at least a solid stream, which was really, really cool. And I'm still really grateful that I got that experience because it felt really cool. Now, do I think I could have sustained it? I don't know. Probably not. Like, even if the people did stick around. But yeah, I don't ever have my view count on. I know that the night he made that TikTok and made everybody go to my stream, I had like over 200 viewers because, you know, he made the reaction follow-up thing that showed my view count. But on that Saturday, I don't know how many people were there. But chat was absolutely flooded, and it was really fun. You know, I was basically sitting there just chatting. I couldn't even play games. I couldn't do anything. So it was just really cool. And that's kind of what brings me back to, especially streaming, but like, you know, making videos. Like, obviously doing the thing is fun, and I like sharing things for some reason. Yeah, it's really the interaction that is fun. And it's one thing recently when I was talking about this in therapy, you know, my therapist was going through the idea, like, why do you have to be the one streaming? Like, why can't you, you know, get that interaction in other people's streams? And instantly I'm just like, because it feels different when I'm the one doing it, when I'm the one, I guess, hosting it. I don't remember how I said it, but it's completely different being a streamer or creator versus a viewer, in my opinion. And I can't really explain it yet beyond that, because there is a lot I have to learn about all this, and there's a lot I have to learn about myself, even though I've already learned a lot about myself over the years. It's a constant process. But yeah, I feel like I just went on a tangent. Where was I? So yeah, I was talking about I got to experience how it feels to be a bigger streamer. And then after that stream, I was like, I need to brace myself for when this dies down. I didn't know how it was going to die down or when, but I'm like, I need to brace myself for this because it's going to happen. Long story short, it happened. It wasn't, I guess, the hype came and went very fast, and then things basically went back to normal. And of course, my brain, still to this day, I cannot help but see it as I had an opportunity basically handed to me on a silver platter. And I blew it and I couldn't do anything with it. So why would you ever stream again if you literally had it handed to you and you couldn't do anything with it? Like, why bother? Right? Like, it feels like, and again, bear with me, it feels like I didn't even work for that. It was literally handed to me, it felt like. And I couldn't hold on to it. I couldn't grasp any of it. I couldn't expand upon any of it. The hype came and the hype went. And a very small handful of people were still there. And I mean like 5 at most, right? And I am super grateful to the people who stuck around, because there's still, like, I think at least one person who to this day, like, basically every time I stream, they pop in, and they came in from that. And that is so cool. That is so cool. But, like, I am my own biggest critic, my own worst enemy, and nobody else is super rotten to me but myself at this point. So that's kind of why this cycle is harder to break now. Why I feel like I burn out harder and faster with especially streaming, but it reaches into making YouTube videos as well, because, you know, I had a boost in subs there, so it's like, you know, but everybody who followed, who subscribed, they aren't into any of the stuff I'm into. Right? And like, ideally, I want it to be like about me, right? But also, like, when I started making YouTube videos and streaming about keyboards, it almost feels like, I don't know how to explain this because it's going to come off in a really terrible way, but I feel like I can't talk about things like I would to people who are, I guess, in the know, like, know what I'm talking about. Like, I almost feel this urge to talk like everybody I'm talking to is dumb. And again, I don't know how to explain this in a way that isn't really messed up, but it's just like this awkward feeling of like, I know I am talking to people who have no idea what I'm talking about. How do I explain it to them? And then I get worried that I don't sound like I know what I'm talking about. So it's just like this loop. That's just one thing, right? Like, one piece of it. But because of this, and because of, you know, essentially feeling like a failure and all that, it's like this instant, not even instant, but like when I burn out now, I burn out hard and I feel awful about it. I don't even remember how long I was streaming last time I streamed actively, but it's just like, I cannot shake the feeling like an opportunity was just put in my lap gently. It could not have been more obvious, and like, I blew it. But at the same time, I don't know what I could have done differently, and I don't think there is much I could have done differently. I was, and I still am, myself, and I don't want to change that. But also another thing that I've kind of realized is I don't think, like, I'm not fake on stream or in my videos, but there's something that makes me feel like I'm not able to be my full, unfiltered self. And that really bugs me, because another thing with the burning out on streaming, and this is really messed up, and it is messed up. It's not a matter of, oh, this is one of those things that sounds really messed up. This is messed up, and I'm sorry, but this is how it is. I would maybe keep getting like a few regulars, and this is not everybody. And I'm not gonna obviously say who, because like I don't even remember specific people, but all I just remember is like multiple times I start almost dreading streaming to my current audience. Like I would be like, man, I don't really want to interact with these people today. And they weren't bad people or doing anything like malicious. I don't know what it is. But I would just freaking be like, man, I'm not looking forward to interacting with these people today. I'm not excited to see them. And it's my stream. It is my stream. And they say like chat is a reflection of the streamer, right? So if I don't like my own chat, like something's not right there. So this was a recent thing that I kind of was thinking, and I'm just like, you know, maybe I'm just not like my full self on stream. And I mean, there's a lot of times where I feel like I do need to filter myself because I'm scared of getting banned. Like, my humor isn't that bad, I don't think, especially compared to some people. But like, I'm scared of offending people or, you know, even getting banned, because like I don't know how strict TOS actually is on Twitch, because like sometimes people get banned for really stupid stuff, and sometimes, you know, people get away with crazy stuff. If you get sick, and I have no idea if anybody else has had this, or if I'm just crazy and messed up, but like, you know, dude, getting sick of your own chat, and I don't know, that's just, I still don't have a solution. You know, again, this is all just a cycle that keeps happening, but the biggest thing is the whole, you know, I felt like an opportunity was handed to me on a silver platter and I couldn't make anything of it. So therefore I'm a failure. And now it's to the point right when I'm recording this. You know, matter of fact, let me check when my last stream was. Okay, so it looks like my last stream was 2 months ago, right? And I remember that stream. I was trying to just chill and play Bomber Cyberpunk, and I was just gonna do my thing, like quote unquote no effort stream, and just try to relax. But as soon as I hit go live, like, I kid you not, instantly the feeling of like I'm a failure came on, like within a few minutes, because I'm sitting there playing Bomber Cyberpunk, I'm being silent basically, and you know, it just instantly reminds me of like, you know, I once had people who were interested in coming here. Now I have nobody who is here because, you know, I'm forgotten. And like, I guess rightfully so, because I don't stream and I don't have a schedule. But I'm sitting there silently playing Bomber Cyberpunk, remembering all this stuff, and I'm just like, literally, this would be more productive and healthier to do it offline. And that's just, I don't know. I don't even know what to do streaming wise anymore if I do stream, because the reason I'm like, I was thinking of recording this earlier today. I had this urge to sit down and kind of do this earlier today. But the thing that made me actually go, okay, open OBS and just go do it. I just recently got a comment. Matter of fact, let me check this comment. Okay, but yeah, so this comment I got just a little while ago, I was gonna show it, but I don't want to call anybody out. You probably know who you are if you see this video, if this video ever goes up. He was like, "What happened to Twitch, man?" And I'm just like, I'm trying my best to make myself stream again. It's super mentally taxing. And I just checked and he replied, he's like, I hope you start streaming again soon. I saw you from that, what do you say? Hold on. He said, I saw you from that YouTube dude and you look cool. And that's where like everybody was, like there was a huge influx of that at first and whatever. And I'm still getting follows on Twitch from it. Latest was 3 days ago. Because I can see my notifications. I'm in OBS, you know, recording this. I know the gameplay's terrible, but I just need to do something instead of just sitting here talking. But yeah, that guy is what made me was like, okay, I need to do this. I don't know if it'll turn out, but I need to say things. And I still feel like there's things I need to say, and I don't know if I've properly communicated everything. And it's really frustrating. But I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the cycle. I'm sick of feeling like a failure because I know objectively I haven't failed. And my therapist has tried to drill into my head the fact that you haven't really failed until you've given up. Like legitimately given up. And I haven't legitimately ever quit streaming, even though I thought I have. But I was thinking about it today, and I know still that I will do it again. But my brain is just leaning towards this like, probably not. Like, it might genuinely be over for you. Like, how are you going to recover from this mentally and ever have fun with it again? And the answer to myself is, I don't freaking know, man. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I have no idea. Tell me I'm fishing for sympathy, fishing for something, whatever. I just need to talk about it. I have a feeling, I keep saying I have a feeling this video won't go up. This video is going to go up. I'm making this with the intent for people to hear this stuff. I don't know why I'm doing it. I guess, is it desperation? I don't know. You know, in the back of my mind, I've been seeing people make videos like this and blowing up. So am I hoping that that happens? Honestly, that would scare me. And I know nobody's going to see this video basically, but man, I'm sick of the cycle. I'm sick of burning out. I'm sick of feeling like a failure. I wish I could just, no strings attached, make some YouTube videos, have fun with it, stream, have fun with it, and just, even if I take breaks, not have this huge burnout where I feel awful about myself. Because the bottom line is, it's not fair to myself. Like, I am not being fair to myself, which is, you know, what's new, but I don't know. I mean, I'll go back to the thing I didn't really elaborate on. I said it somewhere in this rant, like, you know, I feel like in my head, the longer you do something, the better you should be at it and the more results you should get there for. It's like, I feel like I should just be able to, and I know, I say I can't, this is me doubting myself, but I'm inclined to say, logically, I feel like I should just be able to, you know, lock in and go do it and be successful. But what is success? That's another thing. What is success? Honestly, as much as I hate to admit it, making money off of Twitch was cool, and I still do not have any income. I am not in a place where I can hold a job, and it might be a long time before I can even fathom that possibility. You know, I'm not on legitimate, you know, government disability, and I don't think I would even qualify, to be completely honest. Like, I have mental health problems, but at this point, I really do not feel like I would be able to qualify for anything. Especially because I have improved immensely over the years. But that doesn't mean I'm ready to work. Like, I cannot fathom holding a job. And it'll come in time. Because I'm already doing some things that I never imagined I would ever be able to do. But I'm starting to slowly do them. But yeah, I don't have income, and I know this is going to sound like, oh, feel sorry for me, give me money. No, that's not why I'm doing this. I am a little feeling sorry for myself right now, but just let me get it out, all right? just bear with me. I don't do this often. You know, like, as much as I hate to admit it, making money on Twitch again would be cool, because like any money is money, and I don't need to pay bills or anything right now. but I do need to start, you know, putting a little bit in savings. And I do whenever I do get money here and there, because I get money from, you know, heck, I'll even get a small payout from Twitch every here and there randomly. Like, some people are still subbed me, and thank you for that, by the way. I don't know why anybody would have canceled their sub by now. You know, like the odd $50 here and there from that. So I'll save some whenever I get money, or like, you know, birthday and Christmas, you know, all that stuff. It would be really cool to make money off Twitch again. I never want that to be the main focus, but I can't help but feel like I'm kind of greedy, and I hate it. Like, and people tell me like, oh, it's just human nature, blah, blah, but it's like, it feels awful, and I don't want it. Like, I hate this feeling of wanting new things and not being able to be content with what I have and wanting money, because right now at this point in my life, wanting money is purely for fun and for hobbies. I don't legitimately need money to survive right now. Am I going to someday? Yes, absolutely. But at this very moment in my life, I can't pretend like it's for some super important cause. It's for hobbies, it's for fun. And I hate wanting new things because I am so incredibly blessed. I have so many things already. So it's like, I hate wanting more. But also, hobbies keep me sane. Kind of. I just wanted to rant about the money part, because it's like, as much as I try to tell myself, oh, you know, I'll never focus on money. That's true. I don't want to focus on money. But the fact of the matter is, I can't just get that off my mind. Like, I can't pretend it has never existed and what have you. Like, but I just want to be able to stream and make YouTube videos with no strings attached, without feeling like a failure, you know, with having fun, you know, being able to improve at it, but not having this pressure on myself of like, you need to get better and you suck right now. Like, you need to do so much better, and like, now. Like, no, take my time. It comes with time and practice and whatever. And I'm, again, for the billionth time, I'm just sick of burning out at all, but like, especially now that, you know, Justin, you know, a few years back, friggin' handed that opportunity to me, and I feel like I blew it. So it makes the burnouts so much harder and so much more immediate. I'm just sick of it, man. And I don't know what to do about it. It almost feels like I'm at this breaking point of like, I just need to get back into it again. Like, talking about it makes me miss it, but I don't know how to be the self that I want to be on stream. And I don't even know what that self is. Like, everybody is well, okay, I shouldn't say everybody, but like, people who aren't literally fake, because there are people like that out there. Generally, people, I want at least, okay, I can't even say that, because there are so many fake people and people who put on masks for other people. So at least for me, I'm always myself, no matter the situation I'm in. It's just toned down, I guess you can say. Like, it's either toned down or like certain parts I just kind of like put on hold, you know? But it's still all me. It's just like, it's kind of like I rearranged my personality, but it's still my personality. I mean, I'm shy on stream and reserved on stream, and I, you know, the vibes from how I see it, at least, are pretty, you know, relaxed on stream, and I don't talk a whole lot. Like, when I'm with my friends, I'm silly. Like, they help me be myself. But like, I don't want to be this super crazy stream either. I just want to be me. Like, I'm goofy, I'm silly, but like, not hyperactive all the time. And yeah, I don't know if this is the solution to this problem, but I feel like if I am just my actual self on stream, that I will build up a community, no matter how small, of people who I actually want to be around, you know? And anybody who is like currently in my streams, if you're not banned, I enjoy having you around. And if I feel uncomfortable with anybody currently in my stream, it is just the fact that it reminds me of the past. I don't think there's anybody on my mind who I'm like, man, I hope I don't see them again. No, that was from the past. One thing I did realize is like, I'm not okay with kids being in my stream and my videos, but especially on YouTube, I can't set my stuff to 18 plus, because it's not 18 plus content, but it's not made for kids either. You know, one thing about this, why I might, and this is maybe unrelated, maybe related a little, I don't know. But as of recording this, my birthday is in 6 days. And I don't know if I've done it every year. I'm pretty sure last year I did a birthday stream. It kind of feels like tradition, even though it's not exactly. But it's just like, man, I hope I can get back to wanting to stream again for a birthday stream. Like, they're never super eventful. I know, like, 2 years ago, I think, I had a birthday stream with my friends, and we all played Garfield Kart, and it was one of the most fun times I've ever had. Like, that was great. Like, I managed to get, like, a bunch of my friends together who, like, I am not even in the same call with at the same time much, if ever anymore. And we all played freaking Garfield Kart, and that was such a good time. But yeah, man, like there's times where streaming, it feels like, okay, the negatives outweigh the positives. I won't be able to get over this. But then talking like this is just like, I want to get back into it. I want to hang out with people. But another big problem is the fact that, and I've especially been feeling this the past few days, is I'll get in these cycles where nothing interests me anymore. Like, I am just so freaking bored. You know, my therapist is, you know, most definitely right. Like, you know, you should try something new now, like for leisure at this point. But it's like, I come up blank when it comes to like, what do I do? Like, what do I try? like right now I don't drive, and she knows that obviously, but it's like, buddy, what am I supposed to do? Like, trying new stuff is great, but you know, and I'm playing Skate 3 right now, and I'm not hating it because I know this is like one of those things, even though the gameplay is terrible, I can do stuff on autopilot and I don't have to think about it. I haven't done anything cool, I don't think, this whole time, but I'm not really trying to. I'm just kind of trying to do, you know, move my fingers kind of mindlessly. So yeah, I don't know. And it's like, because if I was streaming this instead of recording a video, I would be sitting here silently right now, and I would be feeling like a failure, which mentally exhausts me. That's a whole process. But basically, I get really mentally exhausted when I feel like a failure. So yeah, I would be sitting here silently, really mentally exhausted, like, man, I shouldn't have even hit go live. I shouldn't have, you know, I shouldn't be streaming this. I should just be offline, listening to music, doing this. But it's like talking and doing this, like, this reminds me kind of what it's all about. Like, I like streaming when I get into talks like this and I have conversations with people. That's really fun. But I can't carry on conversations like this all the time. And especially when I know I'm streaming, it's like I get nervous, I guess, especially after not doing it for a long time. I have no idea how I'm talking like this even to a video, because I know this is going to go up, and I don't know. It's like thinking about the fact, like, a few people might see this. I don't know why it excites me, because it's not like I don't talk about this stuff. I've talked about it with my friends. I don't hide it. And I've talked about it on stream before, like, kind of like a long time ago. There was a little bit of this, but it's like I didn't know what I do now. And I remember kind of talking about stuff, and the way I thought of it back then is I wasn't trying hard enough, I'm sorry, kind of a thing. And that's not right either. So the moral of the story is there is no moral to the story, and I just wanted to rant. Yeah, even sitting here doing this, it's like, reminds me what I want out of streaming. It's just like, I have fun talking, I have fun getting my mind going like this, and it's even more fun when there's people to do it with. And, you know, one thing is, especially, you know, making videos kind of feels productive, which is really cool. I like feeling productive. Again, like the idea of making money on Twitch, that's not going to be like, I'm not going to go in there like, okay, this is what I need to do, let's do it, you know, because if I do that, that just instantly ruins it. Like, and then I feel like a failure because I'm like, oh, nothing's happening, boo-hoo. But it's just thinking about the good stuff again. This is how the cycle always goes. Like, I'll be reminded of the good stuff, and then I'll do it, and it'll be good for a while until it's not. I'm sick of the cycle, and I just hope I can start to figure this out every time it happens and learn more from it and just never truly give up. That's the thing. is like I was like closer than I have been in a long time to the mentality of like it might genuinely be over for me in terms of streaming. Yeah, it's not, and I just want to keep learning, and I hope that at this point we can learn together. Whoever we is, I don't know. I know probably a couple close friends will watch some of this video. Maybe. I mean, this is gonna be a long one. I've already been recording for an hour. But yeah, man, I'm definitely feeling a little better after all that, for sure. I hope this doesn't turn out to be a super pathetic video. I hope it doesn't come off the wrong way. But you know, I'm always super anxious about this stuff. About how people perceive me. It's like, it's one of my biggest worries. Like how I come off to other people. If anybody managed to watch this whole thing, however long or short it is, thank you so much for listening to me. I don't feel like there was anything of huge substance here, anything important, but genuinely thank you to anybody who hasn't forgotten me. It kind of, just thinking about it, it does warm my heart that I have even just friends, you know, who know I exist and care that I exist. But like there's some people who, if I like went live right now, there's a high chance they'd be there. At least one person. He always manages to catch me when I'm online. It's really weird because like he says himself, he doesn't go on Twitch. Just whenever he happens to go on Twitch, it's like a time I happen to be live. It's really crazy. Like my last stream 2 months ago, I hadn't streamed in forever, and then he shows up in chat and I'm just like, brother, how? And he's like, man, I haven't even been on Twitch. The one time I go on, you're there. It's like crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling now. Thanks so much for listening. I'm gonna start to edit this because that's gonna suck. Yeah. I'm out of here.